Fishy. So today we're playing Chatuge Shores. It's my home course. I'm a member here, so I play it a lot. And right now, all I'm doing is keeping my stats for this round. I'm pretty sure I shot a 92, so I'm not proud of that at all. I'm not bragging about it. I'm simply just trying to get better. And I think recording all this and watching it later and then keeping my stats like this, I think it's just gonna essentially force me to get better. So that first shot, it went into the bunker over there, and that's not a fairway. So the stats I'm keeping is going to be the fairways that I hit off the tee box, green in regulation, which is just getting on the green in the amount of strokes that I'm supposed to get on the green in. I'll keep track of how many putts I take per hole. Right here is actually one stat. We won't see it a lot as much as the other ones, hopefully. It's called a sand save, and I do pull it off right here. So what I'm going to count a sand save as, I guess, is it's just getting out of the bunker. I'm not sure if it's getting out of the bunker and still finishing the hole with a par, but I actually hit a really nice shot right here, actually. It just barely got over.
Oh my gosh, that barely got over there. That was a great shot.
But anyways, a sand save, I'm just counting it getting out of the bunker, not necessarily getting out and still saving par. But we're also keeping an up and down percentage right now. So up and down is getting it on the green and then making the putt. So it's this right here, actually. So I've chipped it onto the green, that's going up, and then putting it back down in the hole. It's an up and down. That's good. You really want to do that. So I'm also going to be keeping track of penalty strokes and each club I hit off the tee. So I also hit a driver off that last one, and I'm also hitting a driver right here. And I'm going to try to keep track of my mishits too. So I just mishit this one a little left, pretty far left. But so I'm also going to try to talk about sometimes why I'm choosing which club I'm choosing, whether or not I'm playing aggressive or conservative, and when I lose my focus or when I gain it in a certain point in time. I'll try to talk about things I was complaining about at that point in time. Right here, I'm looking for my ball, and I couldn't find it for forever, and finally found it. And right here, I'm just trying to punch it back in. So I still didn't hit that fairway right there. So no fairways, no green in regulation yet. I just two putted. And we punch it back over in play right there. I really love hitting that 3-wood, by the way. That is one of my favorite clubs. So I didn't even really go over what just happened on that first hole, if you don't know much about golf, but I got a par, which means it was a par 4, and I made it in 4 shots, which is what you're supposed to do, and so that's good. But I don't do that too many more times today. That's the objective, but I'm really trying to get birdies. I didn't end up getting any birdies today, and I didn't hit that one great either, but I did start off the day here with I found a bunch of balls on that fairway or two. I did start the day off with a par, so that's always a really good sign that that I haven't lost everything yet. But here is the second putt. So that's gonna be a green in regulation, actually. I missed that putt. Made that one. So that's another 2-putt. And that is not an up and down. Yeah, so we need to hit this fairway, and I actually do hit this, and I just found a Nike ball. Love Nike balls. Always love finding those, but just missed that last fairway off the tee box. So I'm hitting my driver again here, and I did hit the fairway. And I'm talking about just not wanting to have those trees on my left in the way, so I'm trying to aim it kind of left, which I do. But I'm also going to try to talk about things that I learned. I'm going to try to do a self-evaluation at the end. I'll try to highlight one of my shots of the day. I've got a shot picked out that I would probably consider my shot of the day. I'll try to talk about when I mentally just lose it. Like right there, that was my first shank. And so that kind of just like started a little bit of a confidence thing. But right here, I'm talking about my blind shot too on hole 14. This is the back nine, by the way. But that blind shot is going to be important later. So I did not get on the green in regulation, by the way. And that ball did not sit down like I wanted it to either. But I went ahead and missed that putt. So that's going to be another 2-putt. Yeah. So at this point we're 1 over through 3. So I'm 1 over par through 3 holes, which is pretty good to start off. I couldn't be doing much better through 3 holes really at where I'm at. But right there we've got 3 2-putts, which is really good. But this is a long par 3. It's usually really tough to. I think it's just like long par 3s to put the ball in the hole in 3 shots is just kind of ridiculous. I can't hit the ball far with my irons, so I have to hit my 3-wood or hybrid right there. I just hit my hybrid, and I'd have to take a lot of it off. I don't know. It's just I struggle on the long par 3. But this 2-putt up here is actually pretty interesting. Just watch. My gosh, I was fixing to tweak right there. Oh my gosh, that would have made me so mad. But all right, so what did we do right there? Just another 2-putt, and we hit a 4 hybrid off the tee. So we're hitting another driver right here, and we do hit the fairway. It was a pretty good shot. It was a good shot, but it doesn't. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's that blind shot. We can't see what's coming next. Like, I end up setting the tripod up on the hill so I can record where my ball ended up going. Thank God I did that. It was pretty smart. And I used my iPhone to record my actual shot. You'll see here in a second. So I just bladed that ball and thought it was going to end up being horrible, but look at it. Watch it roll up right through there. Oh my goodness. I literally couldn't believe it.
Wow. I am very interested to see what happened right there. That worked out really well. Holy crap.
So that's going to be a green in regulation right there, actually. And then another 2-putt. I couldn't believe I missed this one. So that's going to be a fairway hit, a 2-putt, a green in regulation, and actually a miss hit. I forgot I miss hit one right there, but I couldn't believe that putt didn't go in either too. But right here, something that I like to point out is the tee boxes are supposed to be right there. They're under repair, but I get to play farther up because of that, and I'm trying to take advantage of it right here. I'm trying to play pretty aggressive, but I wasn't cautious enough. I went too aggressive, and I thought that ball was gone. But I was hitting a Nike Chaos. I think I still haven't lost a ball yet at this point. I also want to keep track of that too, how many balls I've lost. Right there, I just got stuff all over my club and kind of just tweaked out right here. I kind of hit the what the helly, but I started really going through it right here, man. I really started like the next 2 holes. I'm not going to talk no more. I shanked the next 3 shots, or that shot, this shot, the next 3 or 4 shots. I just shanked the next however many of them, and I'm getting riled up right now. So that's a mental tweak. But that I shanked the next 4. I'm gonna hush. I do go up and down. I get a 2-putt here, and I think I 2-putt the next hole. So my putting's fine, but I'm done. Watch this shot though. Watch this. I could not believe that ball did not get in the hole. Oh my goodness. That absolutely just broke my heart. But I snuck that one in for triple bogey. We do not quadruple around here. I'll make sure of that. But back to the shanks. But I guess I'm just playing bad like this, I can just go over a few more things. I did have that first penalty stroke, so I think I'm playing with it. I think it's a top flight ball now. I can't remember, but I hit my 7-iron on that tee box. So that's the first time we used that club off the tee. On the next hole, I know I go up and down. Not up and down, sorry, I hit the green in regulation. Right here I'm hitting my 3-wood to keep it low and keep it under these trees. And I was scared of that bunker on the right and ended up, I thought if it was going to go into a bunker, it would be to that one on the right, and I ended up overcompensating and pulled it left, so that's another miss hit to the left. And then I think I have a club throw right here. I chip it up, and I don't set myself close enough to save par or save bogey, and end up getting our first club throw. I was just absolutely fed up, so that's another mental tweak. Please, nobody look at my freaking wedgie right there. Do not go back. Just watch me miss this. Okay. Anyways. So after that triple bogey, we just proceeded to follow that up with a double bogey. But we're on to hole 17 here. It's a long par 5. It's not super long, but I don't think I've ever gotten to the green in 2 here. But it's one of my favorite holes. It's pretty wide open. It's really pretty. You can see the road from here, and sometimes people will honk at you on the tee box right here. So on this hole, we start playing. We get off that awful train, kinda. I do hit bad shot here. I have one more miss hit. but we get it. We hit the fairway right there. I think we 3-putt, but we hit our driver again right there. But I do not think we get to the green. Yeah, we don't get to the green in regulation. But this shot right here, I really love hitting my 3-wood. So I was hoping to hit it really good, but I kind of caught a little down on it. And like, I always just love the opportunity to just put it on the green in 2, you know, even if that right there, that was never going to get on the green. I was probably like 350 yards away, but right here, my ball is just, I'm moving this tree out of the way a little bit, but it's just the ground right here, just when it rains, it just holds water, and it's just mud and clay right here under a very, I mean, it looks grassy, but that grass is so thin, and it's just pure mud and clay, and I was never going to hit this right.
Short.
Now, I'm pretty sure this is my first 3-putt. Yeah, I mean, it is. If I miss this in 2, which is pretty good. That means I only 3-putted once. So while everything else may be falling apart, my putting is not, except for just right here. But here we're on hole 18. It's one of the more interesting ones. It's a dog leg left. So if I have to lay up here with my 5-iron, and all I have to do is avoid hitting it.
Didn't hit that.
Right there in the tree where I just hit it. So I have to hit a, this is literally like almost being in a bunker, laying up right here. Kinda. It's just a bad shot, but that's not in the hazard, but I'll have to lay up, so not going to get that green in regulation. And I mishit that one to the left. So that mishit before, I'm just going to say I didn't hit it clean enough. I hit it straight. I hit it fat, I guess. I'll just say that. But I missed that one left. And I think I 2-putt here. I don't go up and down. And right now, we are about to finish the first 9. And we are sitting at 3 up and downs. Because I don't make this putt here. I believe I 2-putt. So to recap what we just did, where we're sitting right now, we just shot a 47. So that was not that good. We got off to a good start, but ended up not finishing that well. We have 1 3-putt. We've got 1 penalty stroke. I just hit my driver. And we shot 47, yeah, 47, 1 3-putt and 1 penalty stroke. That's pretty much all the notable, and 3 up and downs. Yeah, 3 up and downs, which is okay. I need to be doing better than that. That's 33%, which is okay. But right here, I looked for my ball for forever, and oh my gosh, I forgot. I actually couldn't find my ball. I hit a really good one. I thought it would be in the fairway, but ended up having to drop right there at the turn, and lost that ball. Couldn't find it, so I started playing with this red one. So right there, we just took a drop, a penalty stroke. We missed the fairway, and I'm counting that as a mishit, even though it didn't feel like one. But it's whatever. The sun's coming out, and I'm getting a really good shot of all the trees and these pretty flowers, these pink flowers on this bush coming up.
All the pretty. Ooh. Wow. It's pretty.
But this tee shot is just like infamously hard here. People say that this is one of the hardest holes because the fairway is just like really sloped to like downwards towards the left. So you either have to like hit a perfect shot or hit it on the right side of the hill up there and hopefully it rolls out into the left. Right here, I hit it absolutely perfect. Couldn't have done much better, I don't think. But that's technically a miss fairway, so it was a bad lie. I kind of should have fluffed it up, but I didn't, and it kind of cost me. I don't know. I just mishit it because we're in a really like not a good situation right there. Should have been in the fairway, but it cost me an attempt at a green in regulation right there. But on this hole, we ended up just bogeying it like the last one. And we hit our driver again, and another mishit to the right, and we ended up 2-putting again. So, we're playing okay.
Oh yeah.
We just had a couple bad holes, a triple bogey, and I think 2 doubles, and then we're not putting anything together. We're not picking up the pieces right here. Just watch this. I mean, look at this. Let me look. What just happened? That leaf almost knocked it in, but then it just didn't go in. But I mean, gosh, I just tweaked right there. Gosh. But right here, we got the shot of the day coming up. I mean, it sounded good, it felt good, it went where I wanted it to, but got a birdie attempt.
Oh, that was so good. Please go, ball.
I mean, that one felt great, and it did everything in the world that I wanted it to do. I barely missed it, just a little bit right. You know, it was just one of those that, like, if it was just a little bit, if it was just did a little bit something different, it could have went in, you know. But right here, we got a really good attempt at a birdie. This is gonna be our closest birdie attempt yet, and I need this one, man. I need it. Well, first of all, that should have went in. But I do want to apologize for my etiquette. I really want to be better, and I know acting that way. Look at my pocket just hanging out. I want to get better, and I'm mentally tweaking right now. So we parred that last one, and we just hit a driver again. We hit those trees to our left, and the ball didn't go hardly as near as far as it should have gone. We hit them trees up there, but we hit the fairway. That counts as the fairway, even though it should have went farther. But I get to absolutely smoke this 3-wood, and it is... That's what I was talking about right there. How I literally want to go out there and hit this ball right now. I like that is my favorite. Just hitting that 3-wood. I love doing that. So like what I did here, I hit that perfect, and I'm driving around looking for this thing. I could not find it for the life of me, and it ended up being up right over there to my left, and I just didn't look. But it's short and left. I just couldn't see it. But something I really want to take note of right here is I even checked the hole. I couldn't find it. I lost so much of my mental focus when I found it. I guess I didn't I knew this was for eagle. I knew that was my eagle chip, and I gave up on it right there. I literally gave up on it. I do try to make this for birdie, but I didn't realize that truly I could have had a birdie if I actually tried. I feel like I lost a lot of my mental focus right there. So I'm gonna call that another tweak, because I think that's carryover tweakage from the previous hole. So I don't know. I need to figure it out. So my back pocket is still hanging out of my pants. But we hit our driver there. We shank one up here to the right. This one right here. I think that's a fairway. I called it a fairway. So I'm giving myself that. We still don't get on the green and reg, but we got it on the last hole. Actually, I forgot to write that down. We got the green and regulation right there. So I'll take that. I'll pick up another little, kind of like a point almost is what it's feeling like doing this. Right here, these next stretch of holes, I'm just not playing that good, and kind of just my confidence is just shattered since, two absolutely, I was playing great, 2 good birdie attempts, and then absolutely didn't. Let's see if I 3-putt right here. I do. Okay, so we 3-putted on that one as well. So I legitimately can't even watch this right now. I'm not even recording my whole self in frame. I'm not playing worth a crap. I just hit this ball to the left too far, and then I shanked the next one to the right, way right, and I think I double bogeyed this one. I think. Hold on. So I'm counting that as a missed fairway because that just don't look like the fairway. I think I can see it on the right. Yeah, that's a missed fairway. I don't know. I'll just count it as a missed fairway just to be hard on myself. But we definitely don't hit a good second shot here. We leave it short, and I think we do end up double bogeying. I actually need to talk about how on the next hole, I lost some of the footage. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I ended up getting a bogey, and what happened was you'll see it. I hit my first shot. I did get a recording of it. My first shot, I hit my 7-iron. I hit it wild, way right. And then I hit a really good chip. I swear, I promise. It was a great chip. Stuck it to maybe 4 feet, and then tapped it and missed it. So it was a bogey. I can absolutely promise you that I bogeyed this. But I couldn't. I got down here, and I guess I stopped the recording. But I chip it to about 4 feet, then miss the tap in par. So it's on to the next one, which is a par 5. I love this hole, and it's beautiful. I mean, look at this shot. Me putting my glove on. I look freaking awesome just getting ready to hit. I think I'm waiting on people in front of me. But yeah, there was a random guy just starting walking towards me on this hole, actually. But I tee off right here, and I see him come up the hill after after I teed off. I didn't know he was walking up there. It was just weird. So I couldn't get a good shot of this hole. But I hit my 3-wood into the tree. No! Oh my goodness. Oh, that's another penalty. But wait till you see this shot. Just listen to this one. This one sounded crazily perfect. Perfect. Gosh, I just look so cool with that sun in my face too. But that was a blind shot. Had absolutely no idea where my ball went after this. Just drove around looking, and there's people up here on the right, so they seen it land. They had to have seen my ball land and just didn't tell me. But I was driving around looking for it. They see me driving around the green. My ball was on the green. They didn't tell. It was right there. It was a great shot for a drop. So I hit a great shot, but I actually ended up freaking 3-putting right here. Gave that one a run for its money, but didn't. I mean, it must have messed me up enough to where I didn't feel like locking in right here, and I just absolutely can't believe myself. Oh my gosh. But we're on to the last hole here. This is hole number 9. It's a dog leg left. So I'm hitting my 4 hybrid again, and we are coming up on the end. So we're coming up on the conclusion here. So I need to start totaling up everything. So we're gonna hit our last long shot coming up this hill right here. But we ended up shooting a 94. So, geez. I was ready to give myself, like, on the self-evaluation, I was ready to give myself, like, maybe a C-. But no, we're getting a D today. That, like, after... I mean, there's no reason for me to have anything better than a D. No birdies, nothing to show for it. Like, we have 4 green in regulations, 3 3-putts, which is kind of weird, honestly, learning that I only have 3 3-putts. A lot of mishits that I think are with my irons, I'm sure. 3 penalty strokes. We used our driver 10 times, and we had 2 club throws, almost threw it right there, and here I am complaining about the hole right there, blaming it, my missed putt right there on that, and look how happy I am. But I appreciate anybody who watched this with me and wants to watch the next one. Thank you.